public would like to know a few things about you and your political decisions. When you become a mayor, what would you do for Vancouver citizens?
I think mainly we would try to change the way that the government culture operates. Right now I think it's too secretive, so we would make it the most open government in the country. And it doesn't listen well enough, and we would ensure that it listens to the community. Those are two really big, fundamental things that have to change. Before we can then think about our platform, we need those values. It's like your values, your belief system has to be right. Then what we would do is we believe that we can manage the money of the city far better than what it has been managed. We would freeze property taxes and then investigate how money has been spent. The reason that I say we would have to investigate how money is spent is because the city's financial statements are very difficult to read. They're really not well explained, and so it's difficult for an average citizen to understand how your money is spent. So we have to investigate that. We would open up the books and give people a greater sense of how their dollars are spent. So on the economic front, we believe that we would be smarter managers of money.
Right now with education, where most young parents have moved away from Vancouver to suburb areas, where Coquitlam, Surrey, and etc.
Yeah.
How were you able to accommodate the kids, the parents, to bring them back to Vancouver to have their kids stay?
It's a big challenge because housing here is very expensive, as you know. And we think that there are new solutions that we can propose to build different types of housing stock that will make it, for your generation, much more attainable. And so that there will be an opportunity here to live and to own a house and not just simply to rent. So we think that there are lots of ideas to build different sorts of structures, to think about some bylaw changes to help open up more opportunities to own property in the community. And that usually what you need is, the way I had it, is you start with a home that's small,
Yep.
and 2 bedrooms, maybe even 1 bedroom, and then you start a family, and you trade up your house to get a larger house, and you just do that. But we need to make sure that young people can get in at the lower end of this now, and so it might mean that we'll build different types of spaces that'll be probably a little small, but they'll be affordable and be attainable. That's critical to us.
That's really critical, I think, for the young
Absolutely.
parents who wants to live in Vancouver.
Because Vancouver's it's a great place. It's a beautiful city. It's a great place to work. It's just very challenging to live here, and so we've got to find a way to offer different options for people to find some housing, especially if they want a home. We need to make sure that we have lots of rental stock, but we need to also have places you can own.
Okay, so come with housing, school. Now with economy, Vancouver is such a unique city with ports and oil pipes coming out. What will be the next coming future for economical growth in Vancouver?
I think our resource sector is still going to be a very prominent sector for us because the province of British Columbia very much is an economy driven by energy, forestry, and mainly those 2 areas. But I want to make sure that we have ways to attract and retain technological superiority here. I want us to be a good tech city. And I think to do that, we need to offer an array of options again to try to attract business and keep them here. I'll be talking about that in about 2 weeks' time. I'll lay out a tech strategy, and I think it's going to be important for us to invest intelligently.
Okay. Many friends have asked, why are you entering this great city for becoming and why NPA? And what would you do once you get elected? So I'd like to say something about that. And as you said before, I lived in Vancouver for more than 40 years. I have great love for the city, but over the past 6 years that I see it's a great city, but it's very, very badly run. So I need to do something about this. And what qualifies me to do that is that I've been working in the past 15 years as the civil engineer, professional engineer for the city of Vancouver. And before that, I worked 10 years for the city of Vancouver. It began as an engineer and then got promoted to chief engineer. And then I transferred up to the city of Vancouver. And throughout my years, I worked very, very closely with the community. And I've developed a very strong foundation, very strong communication bridge with the community. So in that sense, I feel that I can contribute a lot to